Welcome back. It's Wednesday, which means we get to visit with our friend Michael Babcock at TMZ to get the scoop on today's hottest stories. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, can we just talk about you just for a minute? Because we really did enjoy what Jeremy did earlier, and to find out where he came from and how it all happened. I love those stories.
Yeah, I thought Jeremy did a great job, and thank you so much for doing that, Jeremy.
Absolutely.
And,
the main
never
question,
talked about that stuff before.
Michael, too, is everyone asked me, and I didn't get it. I know you're from New Jersey, but what town in New Jersey are you from? What part?
It's central Jersey, like a place called North Brunswick, New Brunswick. It's where Rutgers University.
Yes.
It's right there.
Okay.
Right there.
Because everyone kept asking me, what part of Jersey is he from?
Right.
And I was like,
yes.
I don't know.
Central Jersey, central, north, depends who you ask, but yeah.
I have some friends in Jersey. Good people. Good people.
Good people.
I really just want to see Michael's hair in person, though. I'm serious. I just got to see that in person.
Kelly, I was so upset that you didn't come.
I would like to
tell Jeremy.
Michael, the one thing I did not do, and I really wanted to, was I wanted to touch your hair, and I didn't.
I don't know why you didn't.
I should have just reached on up and felt it.
Why did you?
Michael, can you wear it down one day? We just want to see that. We just want to see that. Okay, we want to talk about you today. Forget about all the celebs. Who cares? We got to talk about celebrity Michael.
I'll take a picture of it before I put all this stuff in it.
Perfect. We would love that.
Okay, we really, I guess we should get to what everybody's talking about besides Michael's hair is Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith. So I guess where do we start? Well, here, let's start with Jim Carrey, because I thought this was really interesting. So after everything that happened on Sunday night Jim Carrey then is doing an interview, promoting a project he's working on, and he blasted the crowd. He really said, Hollywood, you guys are, and this is the word he used, spineless, for standing in that theater and giving Will Smith a standing ovation as if he hadn't just walked on stage and assaulted Chris Rock. And he was adamant, he was forceful in what he was saying. And I think it's rare to see somebody who is this A-list star like Jim Carrey come out and go at a fellow A-list star who was beloved. Will Smith is beloved despite what happened on Sunday. So I thought it was really surprising that Jim Carrey did what he did, but he was very upset that Will Smith was cheered on after the slap.
But here's what, Kelly, we've all been talking about it, of course, because it's main topic. If it had been anybody else, it had been you, if it had been me, been Kelly, who walked up on a stage and slapped somebody, we would have been escorted out of there in about 2 seconds flat. So I do feel there's special treatment for celebrities.
Yeah. And not only that, we three of us would probably be arrested too, because it's an assault, right? It's a battery. So I don't think you're wrong about that. And I should say that the police did go up to Chris and his people that night and not only say, hey, we know it aired on television, but we saw it happen. There were police in the theater that witnessed it. So if Chris Rock said, hey, I want Will Smith arrested, then I'm guessing, that possibly could have happened. At the very least, they would have taken a report and possibly that leads to an arrest. But point well taken, Jeremy. Yeah, absolutely special treatment for Will because he is Will Smith. And
well,
yeah, he stood there and got an award a few minutes later.
Yeah, I know. I think maybe as an actor, he got his real life and fake life confused because he walked up there as if he had the right to do that. And, that's like a soap opera. Those things happen in the soap operas, right?
Right. I still almost can't believe it, Kelly, because it's too crazy to think that it could be real life. Like, Will Smith slaps Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars in front of the world. That if you made that up in a movie, you wouldn't believe it. But that's what happened. And I think look, there's been jokes made not about Jada's hair, but about their life and their sex life over the years. Right. And to me, it would seem like that was for some reason the straw that broke the camel's back that night at the Oscars, and Will just snapped because the joke was, at least in my opinion, fairly harmless. And I know now, didn't know before, but know now all about the alopecia and what it does.
But that's the whole thing with comedians. Even the three hosts were joke insulting all of the guests that night. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about Jada. Everybody was getting kind of roasted with
Chris
the comedy.
Rock didn't, and from everything we've been told, Chris Rock had no idea that she was dealing with the autoimmune disorder, and it wasn't a joke about that. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Absolutely.
You know, that's it. There was no reason for him to act like that. And even if it was a joke that was in poor taste, it still doesn't give you the right to get on stage and assault somebody.
I'm curious to know, Kelly and Michael, your opinion too, because I did watch that interview with Jim Carrey, and I find it staggering too how many people are trying to gloss over it and defend the action, which I'm still kind of surprised because they kept questioning Jim Carrey, and they were almost like defending Will and being like, it's surprising to me.
I think that's how good his reputation is, and that's how much people want to stand up for Will. Even when he's clearly wrong here, you still have people, you know, kind of bending over backwards to defend him, and I don't know why. You can say he messed up here. It doesn't mean he's a bad person. He can still be a good person.
We all make mistakes.
He did mess up, though. That's not debatable, I don't think.
Okay. All right. We've also got Taylor Hawkins.
This is terrible, obviously. He's found dead an hour before the Foo Fighters are about to play in Colombia. And, you know, there's been a preliminary report that said that he had a bunch of drugs in his system, and possibly that's what ends up being the cause of his death. Well, anyway, the Foo Fighters were on this massive tour. I mean, they had over 50 shows scheduled for the rest of this year, not only across the United States, but really across the world. And because of Taylor's death and how much this has affected them, they have decided to cancel the shows. So, it's just bad. It's bad news all around. Obviously, Foo Fighters fans were so devastated that Taylor Hawkins was so beloved, and the band can't go on him, at least not right now, without him.
Yeah, I see that. I'm sure they're devastated, and they've got the groove thing going on as far as their performance, and that would be hard to duplicate.
Right.
And they just need that time for their. For grieving and that sort of thing. I know they hate to
No, that's a good point, Kelly. I think even if they could get through the emotional part of it, as hard as that would be, I don't even know if logistically they could get through a show because, he was such an important part of the band.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you feel for his family and friends.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so tragic when anybody dies, especially, in that situation. You feel for the family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's right. Too soon.
Yeah, I don't think we have time to get the concussion doctor, but can you quickly summarize that?
That guy from the Dr. Amalu, the guy who was Will portrayed in that movie Concussion. He can actually come out and here's another guy defending Will Smith. He comes out and says that he actually likes Will Smith even more now because it makes him more relatable. So.
Makes him more what? More
relatable.
Oh, not to me. I see what you're saying.
Shows he's human. He didn't condone the violence. It was impulsive, but more relatable. So I don't know.
Well, that's also according to Will's son, who says that's how we do it.
I know. Yeah. I was shocked at that too.
Yeah.
Michael, thank you so much.
I don't know what to say.
I wish we had more time to talk about your hair, but we do have to go.
I'm going to send the picture.
You would better.
Send a picture. We want to see it down.
Thanks, Michael. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Okay, bye.
You can catch TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m. and TMZ Live weekdays at 2 p.m.